Are you studying foreign languages? Do you work in an international company? Are you traveling in a foreign country? Do you know the body language and gestures for different cultures around the world? Communication is a mix between verbal and nonverbal communication, which occurs simultaneously. But nonverbal communication is more impactful than verbal communication. It relates to everything that is not said. It includes, among other facial expressions, gestures, posture, tone of the voice, and also environmental factors. All these gestures can be different and interpreted differently from one country to another. In order to avoid misunderstandings that can lead you to embarrassing situations, it is good to know what a specific saying means in another culture, or at least to be aware that people can interpret it in a different way. In many countries, such as in the USA, Australia, or UK, and in Western Europe, looking someone in the eyes during a conversation shows your respect for the speaker. It reflects that the person is interested and engaged in what is said. But on the contrary, in other cultures in Asia, eye contact is considered as not polite and it can be disrespectful. People and their cultures interpret all these ways to give a handshake in different ways. In Japan, a firm handshake is interpreted as a bomb crusher, whereas in the United States, it is seen as polite. In France, it is possible to give a quick and light handshake in every professional and private situation. However, if you know the person, people will generally give a kiss on both cheeks. While in the United States, handshakes are more reserved to professional situations. In personal situations, people will generally just greet the other person. Everyone needs a physical space. It corresponds to a space that we need around us to feel safe and where any threat to our personal bubble would make us uncomfortable. In the USA, it is more important for people to preserve their vital space and to have a certain distance between each other during a conversation. It is considered normal in Brazil and Southern Europe to talk close to each other and touch each other while talking. What can be a violation of the personal space in one country can simply be a sign of friendlessness in another culture. To conclude, these examples show cultural differences in terms of the interpretation of nonverbal communication. The difficulty with this exercise is that it's not a mathematical truth. It works on a case-by-case basis. Each person is different and interprets signs and gestures according to his or her culture, but also according to his or her personal experience. So, the best thing to do is to stay open-minded and curious about other cultures. Others can interpret your actions differently, even if you think they are normal.